downhill.
It's not gone downhill. It fell off a fucking cliff, mate. It just went. Cliff and like you fucking fans and you fucking lemmings followed it off and just went flop and
oh god, that is not how it works at all. Don't even fucking try that. No, just no.
Oh my god, trying to start this show lately. It's been like you guys just start going at each other, and I'm just like, okay, live, and whatever.
This was great.
Nice. Welcome to Midday Repartee on this fine Friday. Election's still happening. I think. I don't know. I haven't checked it in a while. The election won't take long. The election, yeah, Cyberpunk 2077.
It technically is.
Waiting. I don't know. Is it over? Is Biden?
No.
Is it official?
They're still counting in Nevada.
Okay.
And this is what pissed me off because I found this on the news. These motherfuckers aren't even working actual shifts. They're working like small 5-hour shifts. I'm like, I put up fucking stages for fucking Jay-Z, fucking Billboard awards and shit like that in less than 24 hours. And these motherfuckers can't sit on their fucking asses and fucking count.
It's some of this new generation though, isn't it? They're not allowed to do long shifts. It hurts their feelings too much.
And they're edging for maximum squirt potential at the end.
You've got to remember though, it might not be the fact that they can't sit down and do it for the long time. They just can't count any longer than 5.
Yeah.
Right.
Or they just can't count the ones that start with the T.
Can't really disagree with you there at this point, Greg. Elections are for the gay. God damn. Did you guys see? I just saw this a little bit ago. This is we were talking about yesterday how it's ripe for the taking. The comics market is just, I think indie comics should just take the fucker over. But Marvel Comics reuses almost entire interior art between 2 issues of latest X-Men series. They just reuse the art and put new fucking words on it and charge full price for the shit.
And I just went and fucking
this is ours. This is ours for the taking. They don't give a damn. They don't care about comics. They certainly don't care about fans of comics. And that's it. It's ours for the taking. All we have to do is step up to the plate, work together a little bit better, and it's all ours. We can just take over the comic book. The entire comic book thing could just be indie run. I think. I don't know what that looks like.
Speaking of which, if you want original now, Runes of Ragnaron's still available on the Amazon store. Buy your copy now, so this fucking butt cunt up here can fucking start his own campaign and make fucking money from it.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on.
Just look at it. Beautiful.
Can you believe this? Why? How could Marvel? I mean, why would you even attempt to do such a thing? I mean, I understand. I guess it's obviously they're going to save a little bit of money, but are they really? I mean, is it just? Are they testing it out to see what the reaction will be?
Because they do it in the movies already.
Where they just reuse footage and shit?
Yes, that's what all the movies were. They have a cut and piece line where they have the scenes that are completely reskinned, but all the Marvel movies are the same. You look at from now to God, what I say what was the superhero movie after Avengers 2?
No idea. I gave up after Iron Man 2.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not.
After Avengers 2, is it? Wasn't Ant-Man 2, was it?
Probably Ant-Man. They kind of had this kind of streamlined formula. Sure. One of the things they do is they repeat the same joke from Iron Man, where the guy first flies or does something and he falls and hits real hard.
Oh yeah.
Like out of the frame, and then there's the car chase scene, or it's a spaceship chase scene. It's always the same. They're always on top, fighting, jumping from vehicle to vehicle.
So
That's always a
so you
copy
think
paste.
maybe they're starting to play around with like, okay, what can we get away with in terms of reusing artwork? How upset will people be about it? Will it affect sales? I don't know. I'm not sure that this is the first time. It doesn't seem like something that's gone on very much in terms of using artwork from an entire issue and just rewording it. I mean, that seems like a new a new spin on it, but maybe they're just testing the water to see what people will do.
I'm actually surprised he didn't use a Batman comic.
Just use a completely different title. Oh man,
They're doing something different with Batman. All right, I seen one of Tom King's posts where it literally fucking Catwoman's getting fucked, and Alfred walks in, and I'm like, this is pretty much a porno. What's the point of calling it Batman? Why don't you just go straight to Wicked or Vivid and write porn?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, Fatman. They could call it Fatman.
Yeah.
And are they just dipping so low, like into the barrel of talent that it's people that have been working?
You can't say that about Catwoman.
Erotic, like it, because I know the Wonder Woman, like the person who did that completely hideous Wonder Woman cover, right? It was they kind of do softcore porn stuff.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Or erotica. And it's like maybe they're just dipping into that barrel because it's cheaper. I don't know.
Well, she designed dildo packages and dildo point of sale.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so it's like that's just where they're finding less expensive talent maybe. And, of course, they're going to bring what they know to the table, I guess.
And Dynamite won't do a dick cover.
Right.
Yeah.
Fucking unbelievable, man. That did shock me a little. I really thought that Dynamite had some cojones, that they were going to stand by what they were doing. But, dude, I don't know why. I don't know why I have those expectations anymore about any of these companies.
Because you still had faith, Rob. You still had faith.
No, I really don't.
No, not anymore. No,
I really don't. But for some reason, I just felt like Dynamite knew what they were getting into, and they were prepared for the backlash that was going to eventually hit. I mean, they had to know, or the guy had to know. I can't remember the fucker's name now, but I was just surprised. Like, he seemed like, oh, wait, we actually did get some backlash, and now I'm just going to completely back away. I wasn't expecting that because they'd been doing it so many times. I just felt like they were prepared for what was going to happen. But nope.
Well, they're all waiting for their bus pass.
Wasn't Anna supposed to be doing another cover for Dynamite? She auctioned it off, I think, because it fell through in the end. Do you reckon that was anything to do with the whole her relating to CG more as well?
I don't know. I really don't know anything about that beyond after the Cecil thing happened. I don't know. But I would imagine that there was a lot of fallout. Like, people weren't going to invest in those variant covers anymore the way they were doing it, just because, dude, if you don't have the balls to stand by your creators that you handpicked, you fucking handpicked this person to do this, to be a part of it. If you can't stand by them, dude, nobody wants to support you. Just get out of here. It's fucking pathetic, man. Really pathetic. So, presidents, this is, pretty dramatic how they age. It really shows.
Just saw that last.
So, it affects each one differently, but, Biden's probably going to be the most dramatic aging we've ever seen, I would imagine.
Is she going to be the first Marvel president? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Based on gender swaps.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Most definitely.
Well, she's going to be the first. Well, no. Yeah, she's going to be the first trans president.
Ooh.
Is she? Because I think she might be, If you look at her neck, like, she's thick. Like, thick beyond, like, gargling. She could gargle 4 people at the same time.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That's not a vision I want.
There was a time, there was this, we got kind of popular in conspiracy theory, like, circles, that almost so many people were transgender in Hollywood and celebrity circles. But it's like, I think the new idea there is that these people get addicted to human growth hormone, HTC. And yeah, it's like it works wonders, but if you're on it for too long of a period, you can't go off it, because if you go off it, dude, you just look wrecked. And when you start looking at celebrities and how many of them, at a certain point, they just almost instantly go from being like fairly attractive looking people to just, they look like fucking nightmare demons, right? Almost. And it's like, I think it's this drop off from the HGH. Like,
well, it's also meth and cocaine. You can't factor that
might play a factor. Yeah, that could play a factor for sure. But I think that's a sound theory. I think it really, they're so desperate to stay young and to have these, rock star athletic bodies and body types that are really hard to obtain. So I think they get hooked on this stuff. It's really expensive, and it's also a way to keep them under control, right? Like, we're going to cut you off from this thing, and you're going to start looking like a hideous monster unless you do, step in line.
Well, it's a known fact that Oprah uses this lotion. It was on, what's that guy's name? The black guy with the mustache who always does the faces. Anyway, she uses this ointment that's made out of foreskins, human foreskins.
Yeah.
Where the fuck do all these foreskins come from?
Clipping those dicks, man. Yeah.
Homeless people.
It's a weird thing, like that still goes on.
You really think they're homeless foreskins, Dave?
Well, they are now.
What do you think? Well, yeah, that's fair. But what do you think they do with them from the Jewish community? They've got to do something with them. They're not just going to throw them away, and they're also not going to fry them up like pork scratchings.
I've heard some people do actually eat them, which is weird. Same as the placenta thing.
It's certainly a big market.
There's a lot of weird shit like that. Don't start Googling it though, because it'll take you down a rabbit hole.
It's very bizarre to me that, like, why something that you're naturally born with, the way you're born, it has to instantly be changed and altered. How did they convince people that was legitimate? It doesn't, because
they couldn't deal with their retarded kids. Yeah. So they just told them yes.
Right.
I mean, that's what it was. I mean, remember when you were young and you wanted to be a dog because you wanted a dog, or you wanted to be a dinosaur because you wanted to be around a dinosaur? And eventually at one age, your dad, if you had a dad, you slap you in the back of the head and go, "Quit acting fucking retarded, you faggot."
That's pretty specific and on the nose.
And after a while, you get tired of being whacked in the head, and then you act normal. I mean, that's what it is.
And that's why they clip dicks? What? Hold on. I'm lost here. I'm fucking lost.
What?
We're talking about foreskins, man. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about transsexuals. You went to transsexuals?
Maybe that's where they come from. You know, when they get rid of it, they use the last bit and then sell it on. It's like a whole supply chain.
What's that fucking band? I hate them. Dave, they're from the UK.
Probably Coldplay. You hate Coldplay?
Yes, that's it. Nailed it. Okay. First time. Well done, mate. Clap. They did one good song called Yellow, and then jumped off a cliff like all the wrestling fans.
Pearl Jam.
But doesn't his ex-wife sell her prune juice in a jar on the internet?
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. What's her name? Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm sure.
She sells all kinds of weird fucking shit. Didn't she sell like a candle that smelled like her fucking vagina or some shit?
She sold. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Or what?
You buy it in a jar, apparently.
Too expensive for my taste, unfortunately.
Well, that one porn star who killed a guy has toad venom infused penis-shaped candles. Nacho Vidal.
That's just good business, man. That's just good business. Have you guys seen this new this Kelsey video? God, I love his video work is so badass. This is pretty funny.
Tonight on Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh shit! $250,000.
Ooh, somebody did it.
Yes, Cecil, you're welcome. Like, listen, I just want to take the moment.
He vanished.
Cecil.
He vanished.
Get back in here. Cecil. He will leave.
I mean, said he was going to take off as soon as
He said his cab was waiting, remember?
Good job, Cecil. Congratulations on $250,000.
He was an arrogant person, very pushy, very demanding.
He was having a lot of fun, taking a lot of money, jetting around, living a high lifestyle, gambling in Vegas, flying over to Israel. He was enjoying himself.
He was deeply into kinky sex. I pledge my master my complete obedience.
There's so much greed in this case. So much money.
$55,000 spent at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. $25,000 on a Bahamas vacation.
How far would he go to protect his sinister secrets?
We'll also bring you an intriguing update, the last season story about reincarnation. Can we truly experience a past life, or is it all in the mind? Join me. Perhaps you may be the one chosen by fate to solve a mystery.
That was cool.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, Kelsey, I just love the way his mind works, and his filming, especially when he does the filming himself. His videos are that's a special treat, man. I wish he had time to do more of it, but I know it's really time consuming, and the man needs to fucking draw. So, but I would be first, and if he became a filmmaker and wanted to do that, I would absolutely back a filmmaking project of Kelsey's. He's fucking talented, man.
Well, back anything Kelsey does.
Yeah, and he hasn't done a standalone project, has he?
Not yet.
I like pussy.
One in the works, though.
Yeah,
I might do one of those candles you were on about earlier.
Maybe.
Oh no!
I mean,
remember when Edwin tried to cancel him because in the chat Kelsey wrote, "I like pussy."
Mm-hmm.
What? The white?
Oh yeah, dude, I remember that. That was so bogus.
That's the whole reason why Mitch got successful on his first Allegiance print, because everybody was trying to defend Kelsey.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a big part of it for sure. That was unacceptable. God, unreal, man. I mean, I certainly didn't like that they were marketing Nora's saga to young girls. I mean, it didn't make sense to me to do that. Great, your protagonist is a young girl. It doesn't mean that that's the only people who would want to read it. And framing it that way, I think, was a big mistake, because it's a really good book. It's good. I got issue 1. I read it. It's fantastic. But, right at the back of it, it's like it promotes to young girls. And I'm like, oh, great. Why am I reading this? It just doesn't, you got to think about that when you're marketing. Don't make people who want to read your book feel weird for reading your book. It's ridiculous. So I think all ages is a better way to frame that, like Russ does with Only Death Can Save Us. It's not for young people, but young people can enjoy it, and there's nothing in there that's,
I think it's worth remembering, though, that...
Captain?
Yeah, sounds good, man.
God damn it.
Fuckhead.
This has been happening lately. What's going on with your setup, man?
What?
Damn it, Captain.
We lost you.
Yeah, well, you cut out.
Oh, I was going to say, I was saying, you've got to remember that Mitch can be a bit creepy.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. I'm not that familiar with Mitch. I haven't.
Just watch him. Just watch him on YouTube. He just looks creepy sometimes. And that fucking mustache that he walked around with about 6 months. What the fuck was he doing? He looked like a French painter.
Okay, we're gonna bring up Mitch's appearance. I gotta show you guys something. I got this book that Mitch is in. He's got this. You ever seen this People in Poses book?
People in Poses?
Yeah, it's a nifty drawing art book here.
Okay, that sounds good. I want that. Okay, right.
It's got Mitch, and it's got a demonstration by Mitch and the Don Tucci. I'll show you the Don Tucci's little segment real quick.
Oh, this is an interesting book, man.
It's a very nice book. It comes with a CD if you have a drive with tons of poses, so it helps. See, there's a Don Tucci.
Yeah, that's really cool. Nice.
But let me see. Where is Mitch's demonstration? I want to, since we're going to bring this up, because this picture of Mitch, it looks like he's going through phases.
He just had this by his computer waiting for someone to bring up Mitch, so good job on that, Captain.
I don't know. It's weird timing.
L's got. I believe the room that L streams from is huge, full of stuff ready to go at any moment.
No doubt about it. Yeah,
it's a bomb shelter. I live in a basement.
Yeah, he's got the goods.
Oh, there it is. But check out Tucci, straight up fucking killer. Yeah. But look at Mitch. He's got titties.
What?
Do you see that? And look at his hair. No, he's actually got a bra and a breast sticking out, and look at how skinny he is.
That's weird.
And look at his hair.
He's wearing a choker.
That's Mitch Brettweiser.
Somebody may have been playing around with some hormone therapies. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Is he ever a woman?
And he's going by Mitchell Brettweiser. Look at that. He's got a breast. And look at his hair.
How old is this? When is this book printed?
2005.
2005. All right. Damn.
Did he transition or something? Or
it's that. It's kind of hard to argue with.
You guys tell me.
I think he maybe thought about it. I don't know how it gets its hooks in people, but there was someone actually the guy who ran the company, I think it was Silent Devil, who initially picked up Runes of Ragnan. He transitioned to years later. He contacted me and was like, "Oh, you're a chick now. Okay, interesting." And he was trying to get into making movies and stuff, and it's that world just seems to be heavily influenced by this transgender shit, man. So if you're anywhere near those circles, it feels like it gets in your life somehow. It's very strange. But
when you say circles, you talking about cities?
Maybe. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're trying to get into filmmaking, it seems like there's a lot of that going on, obviously, with in the filmmaking world. I'm not sure what the obsession is, but
anyways, good book. People in poses.
Man. When you found that, you must have been like, "Holy shit!"
Well, I had this for years, and then I looked at it again because of all the good references, and I was trying to get all the pictures on my computer.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize. I was like, "Holy shit!" Dan Tucci, and then the other one was Mitch Brettweiser, and then I looked at the picture. I was like, "What the fuck is going on with Mitch?"
Yeah, dude, crazy find. Does anyone know how how it's going for them with the Walmart thing? Is that still happening?
I don't even care.
No, I'm not. I guess I don't care a whole lot, but I am curious, if it's still going, if it's working. Man, they threw it all on the table for that. It seems like such a bad idea. Walmart. I mean, I get where their heads were at, trying. Obviously, I think they were looking at big dollar signs. That was probably a part of it, but I think there might have been genuine motivation to try and get it in front of a new generation of readers, get these comics in front of the youth, and maybe make some fans. But God, just looking at getting into Walmart as a victory for any kind of art form is, I don't know, dude. Walmart deals in widgets. They don't care about your fucking art. They don't care about any of that. So it just seemed like a bad idea from the get-go.
I'm hoping one day to see them in Asda.
To be fair, if they popped up in Asda, I'd probably pick them up just to see what they're like. But
Walmart, Asda's a major supermarket over here and owned by Walmart.
Wait, didn't they actually sell Asda recently?
I don't know. They've still got the sun, haven't they, in the back of the logo? I'll have a look.
Nice.
What is this bullshit you're talking about?
They're talking about their Walmart.
UK version.
No, it's not a Walmart. It's
Asda.
It's a supermarket. It's not the same. Not quite the same thing.
Okay.
But I also know that you don't really have supermarkets the way that we do over here.
Yeah, they have
Okay,
sold
well,
it.
what do you mean by that?
Well, there's the kind of supermarket that we're talking about is a very European-centric thing.
Okay.
There's
they
a
would
weird
the difference.
huge
I'm curious
shops.
now. Like,
Yeah, Asda has been sold 6.8 billion to billionaire brothers from Lancashire, apparently.
Oh,
that
thank God for
dollars or
that.
pounds?
Back in the country.
So it's
Good
not
lad.
American anymore. Yeah.
Good lads.
nice.
So we're not getting those books, like all the backers.
Yeah. So this is like an animated look at where Star Wars, the future of Star Wars. I thought this was pretty interesting.
And that's exactly what I would do as soon as I was done playing with my new sex robot. Oh, yeah, baby.
NO means NO. Why doesn't he just remove the chip that makes me feel pain?
Yeah.
What?
John Cena's a great actor.
Yeah, that'll
Wow.
be happen, to a galaxy far, far away. You know, that's the future of Star Wars is robot loving and pansexuals.
The future of Star Wars, we're already there.
Yeah. Well, you know, they definitely got us all lubed up and ready for it, but you know, they're going fully invested with the next installments. God, I don't know, man. The world.
I guess they got to make up for that second for the Mandalorian now.
I thought
What happened with the
they were gonna save
Mandalorian?
it.
What's going on with it? I've heard some things about it. I haven't watched any of the second season. It's bullshit.
They blatantly made a filler, and it was just a repeat of everything that began in the first season. So they really didn't. They didn't really upbeat it. Yeah, and their set. You know what their set is? It's basically an obvious 360 LED screen going around them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even like they're trying. They're just blatantly putting them in the desert so they don't have to work too hard on their background.
Is Disney broke? Are they done? And they're just like trying to hide it?
They are hemorrhaging money daily. Like they
Dude.
like. Yeah,
repeating
they're
comics,
fucked.
repeating
They're heavy.
episodes, like this sounds like a company that is
Yeah.
literally on the brink of death.
Well, the majority of their money came from the theme parks, didn't it? The theme parks was the majority of their money, and because those can't open properly and they can't operate properly, they're getting fucked in the ass right now.
Yep. That's why there's so many rumors about them getting taken over. Like Apple, the rumor of Apple buying them keeps cropping up. Like it doesn't go away.
I thought Apple already owned them.
I don't think. No, I don't think they own them outright. I think they've got a share in them. But there's been talk previously about them just going and buying them so they can get the IPs.
Yeah, maybe. I wish some like reclusive billionaire would just buy Disney and kill it, just publicly like destroy everything it is.
There's still
for people's enjoyment. That would be a great moment in history.
But there's still talk of them being taken to court by the original family to pull ownership back to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll say, look, they're leaking money. Like it's unbelievable how much money they're losing.
Yeah,
they were already in heavy debt buying all these IPs before Corona hit.
Yeah.
We're talking billions in debt. Like they are. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it's insane.
I'm worried about my football club, but Disney is screwed.
Yeah, that's good news. I mean, Disney just needs to stop making entertainment of all kinds. They need to be stopped.
They should have stopped after they made that fucking cartoon Robin Hood.
The cartoon Robin Hood?
Yeah,
I thought that was good. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. That's what I'm saying. That's the last good thing I remember. That and the fucking cartoon Mowgli, whatever that was. Jungle Book.
You didn't like the Black Cauldron?
Nah, Black Cauldron was sick, man.
Yeah.
That film scared me as a kid.
Yeah, that was fucking cool. They try to take that out the fucking libraries in the 2000s because people were bitching about how dark it was. I was like, fuck you guys.
Yeah, that was a fascinating creation, man, for sure. Yeah.
Shoot the cunt.
He's never gonna be the same, dude. He's like, you won't believe what I did.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
He's fucking scarred, and he has no context of like what actually just happened. So it's like for him, it's just like, imagine what is going through that little fucking deer brain. No idea.
You ever seen the one of the bull fucking humping the motorcycle?
No. I missed that.
There's a video out there of a bull coming up and straight up humping the motorcycle. I think his dick got stuck in the muffler too.
Oh shit! I hadn't considered he actually found a hole. Jesus.
Well, I don't think the farmer expected a bull to get his or a steer to get its dick stuck in a motorcycle.
Right.
Imagine what happened when he started up that motorcycle.
I just imagine the reaction of the vet.
This is just disturbing. We're gonna.
Hello there, neighbor. Did neighborino?
Just a reminder that people are awesome. That's all.
Well, you've got access all of a sudden. How's Mark giving you access to his pornos?
I know. I don't know what people get up to, man. Fascinates me. Yeah. Stupid, sexy fingers. Yeah. Yep.
Oh no, I can't. I can't show you that yet.
Oh, you working on something new?
Yeah, I've started a Captain America.
Nice.
A gay Captain America.
How people? It was really funny. Both times, I think I tried to do. I was going to do a raffle during the 24-hour comic thing for your gay Superman and Russ's thing. I just couldn't get it. I couldn't make that happen. But both times I tried to was going to raffle off gay Superman. It's really funny. People's reaction is kind of like, did they want it or they're not sure they want it? And it was like people kind of shied away from it a little bit. What are some of the reactions you've gotten from it? Are people kind of pissed about it, or do they like it?
I've had nobody who shouted at me or been pissed out. The majority of the reaction was, I want it, but I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
But, I mean, gay Superman has got nothing on Captain America. I'm looking at the rough now.
Okay. Yeah, is it going to be an ongoing series here? Is this a new thing?
Well, I've already got Spider-Man.
You got Spider-Man going, right?
No, Spider-Man.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man.
Better. Hex Allen asks, was that in the gay or not gay part of the show? And to that I say, there's supposed to be a not gay part of the show? Nobody told me this.
You were supposed to have a segment called Gay or Badass.
Oh, right. Well, we just got rid of the badass part, and we're going all gay.
Can't it be both? Can't it be gay and badass?
Yeah, I can. That's been proven already. Absolutely. How you doing? Love pigeon. I would say caca, but now every time I say that, it's all I can think of is shit. For some damn reason.
Yeah, I went to posh school. We used to use that all the time in posh school to call someone shit. C'est le grand caca.
What? What kind of school did you go to, Cap?
C'est le grand caca is actually pretty good French, mate.
Oh, Phil.
I don't do French.
Just got emails that the Lost Pages books are on the way to his place.
Oh, sexy.
Yeah, dude. Awesome news. Cannot wait for that little fucking thing. Where was maybe I don't have it in here, but I got more Lethal the other day, and it's a smaller format. And man, I think there's something that could really be done with that smaller format. seems like a great way. You know, you've got your initial campaign for the premium product, but as a way to get, maybe someone just wants to read the comics, they want a cheaper iteration. Is there a way to do that without upsetting the backers of the initial campaign? And I think maybe producing the comics at that smaller, more lethal size, for people who just want to read the comics, you know, and can't afford the premium price points. I think that could be a way to make everyone happy. You know what I'm saying? And Clink is kind of doing that with like alternate comics, just printing the black and white newsprint versions of the comic. But if it was smaller than the original size, I think it would differentiate it even more from the premium product. So I don't know. I think that could be a good way to offer these books at a lower price point and not piss off any of the backers. What do you guys think about that? Hello?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because it's about this size.
It's
This is a little pin-up thing
It's
that came
about
with more
this
lethal.
size. I mean, what sort
It's
of
this
fucking description is that?
Well,
looks like about what,
Let me,
A5-ish?
I'll show it.
A5, yeah.
This is regular comic. So this is the comparison.
Turn the little one on its side for me. Yeah, it's about A5. Dave.
Yeah, it's about A5. Yeah.
So this is the size of more lethal, right? And I just think backers of the original campaign certainly aren't going to be. They're not going to feel like, well, they're getting it for cheaper, but the art's smaller. The whole thing's a smaller experience. Maybe it's also in black and white. I don't know. I think it could be a great way to do that.
Yeah, I suppose it could be alright. It's like a little sort of add-on to like a second campaign or something, like for the first,
right?
Like to redo the first issue in just a more readable format, if you don't have any of the.
Yeah, or like back catalog of a affordable way for people to get on board. Maybe years from now we're gonna have properties that have 6, 7, 8, even 10 issues going on. Six Gun Gorilla, I think, is coming out with what's the latest issue is going to be like 10. So it's like an affordable way for people to jump on board and get these comics without the backers feeling like, hey, if I just waited, I could have got this cheaper. But it's not this. It's not even close to the same thing. It's a smaller size, lower quality. So I don't think backers would ever feel like they've been wronged or anything by it. But creators need a way to that passive income, and Sim talks about this a lot, where you're making money on your past work. Your past library of work should be generating you income. And if we realistically want creators to be able to do this full time, they have to be able to have that passive income. CG has to find a way to give that to them.
We've said this before, and we've had this conversation on this very show before. But you've got to give them. You've got to get the premiere. The premiere. You've got to get the primetime book out first. That's the one that people want. Yes. After that, do what the fuck you want with it. Do it in newsprint. Do it in black and white. Don't make any difference. If you can get it working for you, do it, because you've already got that level of income that you were going to get from the premium book. You've already got it.
Yes.
So now you've got the work. Just get on with it. Just let it go. And move on. Leave it to generate income, whether it's Comixology, whether it's Amazon, whether it's through a company like Alterna. Do it. Move on to your next project. Let them deal with all the fucking headache of sorting it all out. You just take the residuals.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So just kind of farm it out to existing retailers, and they'll take care of all of it.
Yeah.
You don't even have to mess with it.
Certainly exactly. Why bother? Clint's doing that successfully. There's someone else in CG that is doing that with Alterna. A year later, they're having drops made in newsprint.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of different ways you can do that. You can do it. You can sell it yourself through places like Amazon, and Amazon will even fucking print the book for you. You don't have to do anything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're talking about the print on demand stuff.
Yeah. You can do your own. You look at companies like Squarespace as well, and the way that they do, and you talk about passive income. Like on Squarespace, you can now sell monthly subscriptions to. So it's basically like a Patreon thing. So that people buy a monthly subscription from you. I know T-shirt artists who do this, and they send somebody a T-shirt every year for an annual subscription, which is paid month. So a T-shirt each month for an annual subscription, which is paid on a monthly basis.
Yeah.
And then 3 months later, they'll release the T-shirt on the actual shop, the storefront.
Yeah, if we're looking at the same thing for Doomsday Kingdom, because we've had Squarespace for like 2 years now. And since it'll be now on a more monthly basis, like that's something we can now actually offer as well. So like digital downloads like straight away and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. You know, it's we definitely have to make sure that creators are getting what they need so they can keep producing the books we want and spend that time doing it. It's so demanding.
Like our plan.
Yeah,
definitely. Especially our plan for ourselves is to like do the Indiegogos, and then after a month or so after each project, we do smaller print runs for our website, which is basically going to act like a back order, back issue type thing.
Yes.
Do the digitals monthly, but the Indiegogo is like a double-sized book, so there's more pages. Just to cover people who still want to collect like single floppy comics, but then the crowdfunding people who like to get these extras and better premium made books and stuff like that. So, and then outside of that, we also put our stuff on Comixology, which I'm going to be doing this weekend. Is like put the rest of the issues up.
Cool.
Because we make some money off that as well, which is good. It's all about getting more and more people knowing that you can't just stick to crowdfunding and hope that is what gets you across, especially if you're a small unknown person.
And yesterday's show, we were talking a lot. You know, Sim has been talking with a lot of creators and Passion for Drawing and a bunch of other people about how we can come together and utilize more of these things. So we're definitely going to be putting together a preview comic for Comixology, where it's just like maybe 15 different properties have like 8 to 10 page previews in this collected thing, and then we
along the same lines.
Yeah.
Of doing something like that.
Yeah.
I didn't even like fully hear what Sim was talking about because I came in late.
Yeah.
But I had the idea myself. I want to do something with my channel where it's basically every Monday or every whichever day it is, but I want to do like a spotlight on the top, or not the top, the newest 5 to 10 projects. But then I was thinking, why not just do design a PDF thing that I can put out on Twitter and stuff that people can share around. It's like, but I'll give like some opinion on it. So it's basically not just like copy and pasting what they've got, but to do something that will also get people to look at the campaigns instead of them having to go through the Explore tab every time or only see the trending stuff and not see stuff that's still there that's new and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's another we're talking about, maybe figuring out a way to have a hub site. There's a lot of challenges there. But somewhere we can direct people. If we're going to do any kind of effective, high-impact marketing of these indie projects, we kind of need a central hub where we can direct people so that marketing is feeding into one place, and from there people can learn about all these incredible projects and creators. So, I think it's all in the works. I think people are starting to get really fired up about it. We see that mainstream is not only are they not recovering or changing what their approach, they seem to be doubling down and getting worse. So it's ours for the taking. I think we're on the good path to do that. And one of the things I think really important for creators is the daily commitments. And I think we saw how powerful that can be with Fragtober. When Fragaboom did this daily drawing thing, it created a lot of excitement and it got a lot of people back into drawing. It's so powerful. Did you participate in this, Captain?
I did not. No.
You didn't draw any of
the I've my brain is now. I'm still drawing a lot, but I'm trying to stick. When it comes to my drawing, I'm trying to stick to live drawing at the moment. But I'm doing something creative every day, whether it's working on a painting, working on a drawing, whether it's coloring, whether it's flatting, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
I do something. I at least, depending obviously you've got other things going on in real life, but I try and at least 3 hours a day minimum.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, it's so important. Like, it's definitely as a writer, it's not something I haven't been doing daily writing exercises or anything for a while, and it's so detrimental. You're just not in that. You're not in that frame of mind. You're not in the zone. It's much more difficult to work on a project when you're not doing the daily thing. So it's just so huge for people to get in that habit. Russ Leach.
It's the same. It's the same with editing. Like, I'm really enjoying doing these little gay art videos and working on editing them. Some of those can take me an entire day to edit, but I love doing it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's made your editing come such a long way, and you can see an example of the editing. If you go over to my YouTube channel, you can see Cap's editing on my video and give it a sub. And give Kaparticus a sub while you're at it.
Nice segue.
Sorry, Cap.
I laid that on a plate for you there. That's exactly what I did it, my friend. Yeah.
Hey,
these Americans, they don't understand proper tag team promoting yet. They ain't figured it all out.
Right.
What you got to do.
Yeah.
Well, no, I've got my commitment that I've just started doing, and that's to do a fan art piece of all these CG books, like one a day. So
yes, love pitching that.
Well. That's another way of getting to people.
Yeah,
it's also it's like it's not just like there's obviously the business side of it. It's good to get my name out there with other people's stuff, but it's also why would I want to waste time apart from Cap? But why would I want to waste time doing fan art of Superman? Because it's not going to get me work with those people.
Yes,
do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't even, if you even wanted it, and it's like my mind's starting to get to that place too, where it's like, okay, if we're spending time doing this over here anyway, is there a way that we can roll something where it makes it more productive or promotes something else? Or, we've got to find like ways to, if we're spending time doing shit anyway, it should be feeding into other things at the same time. Like, I think we could be smarter about that. And I love like creating fan art for the indie books instead of mainstream characters is just a great thing to do. It promotes those indie projects. And you're already doing it anyway. So it's like, yeah, I think that's really smart. I love that.
To be fair, I'm not sure I could. There's not many characters in CG I could get away with doing what I'm doing with some of these mainstream characters.
Probably not.
I'm gonna say, Rock, just check your DM on Twitter and you'll get an idea.
Nice, but you're not ready to show yet.
No, I've just sent you the rough. That's all.
Okay, cool.
Very rough.
Oh shit! Oh man! Oh yeah, that one's. I can't wait for the reaction on that.
Stop sharing the screen.
Oh shit! Sorry, Cap.
No, it's all right. I'm not worried about that. It's you.
I forgot I was in Twitter right there. Fuck! I'm so used to just being able to go to Twitter and look at how.
They're not my DMs. I don't care.
I don't care about that, dude. There's nothing in my DM that I wouldn't show to
Pretty sure I saw one from Gail Simone there.
The other thing about fan art, which Stefan is also mentioned, obviously, draw every day. Another bonus of doing fan art of people is pushing yourself to do styles that you wouldn't normally do. So like this Witch Hunter piece. Yesterday I was going to finish yesterday and I was going to do it in my own style. Like how I normally draw, but then I was like, fuck it, I've never really done anime before, so I'm not going to do the anime style that the Guava's done of the undead, like the comic artist who's on the Witch Hunter. But I do love the aesthetic of anime stuff, so I was like, fuck it, I'll try a whole anime style and colour it in like this fancy painterly style that's
nice
that you see on a lot of anime stuff as well. So I was like, that's another cool thing, because otherwise I wouldn't be expanding if I was just drawing.
Yeah. Now I would imagine trying to draw with different styles. That's got to be a great exercise for artists.
You say that copying, you ain't pasting, motherfucker.
That's right. Interestingly, that's where Ballerina Superman came from. Because Russ sent me a couple of things to colour, and Russ doesn't necessarily use a lot of it, but he does use a lot. He does use black. Like you'll see blacks in his work, And I really like that, and it sent me down a rabbit hole of other people I already know and watch on YouTube, and then led me to people like David Finch and that kind of style. And I said that I want to learn to do that, not necessarily the hatching, because I fucking hate hatching. It does my fucking head in. I can't stand the fucking thing. But I like the graphical look of really strong blacks, and I wouldn't be even attempting to do that if it wasn't doing a bit of work for us.
Yeah,
I'm
going the opposite way. I do a lot of black stuff, but now I'm like trying to open the lines and just focus on the color. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, dude, it's been. Now, are you going to be posting up these daily drawings that you're working on?
Oh hell yeah, yeah! I'm literally just doing Let me just quickly share my screen. I don't even. The thing is with anime, like there's a load of animes that I love, but I don't want it to be a specific one. Style, and obviously the eyes can always like change the look of the whole thing. Let me just zoom in if it lets me. Now my whole computer's lagging.
Yeah, I hate that.
I can't even zoom in.
Anime girls. That's
Stream as is fuck me.
Like a bitch.
You can't see it. It won't let me do anything. It's locked.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, StreamYard. I have
let
to.
me just stop it.
Anytime I about to stream, I basically reboot the whole system.
I know. It's like I'm being
have as
blonde.
little open as possible.
I had the color wheel open, so I couldn't click anywhere else.
Yeah.
The color wheel of death.
How you doing, Wes?
Yeah, good. I've been coloring today.
Oh, nice.
That's why I use all those blacks in my inking, so that I don't have to color much.
So, are you kind of are you with passion for drawing, where you're just kind of you don't necessarily love the coloring process?
No, it's more of a filling in for me. I've gone for this particular style, this retro style, because it suits what I want to do.
Yeah.
There are fantastic colorists out there that if they want to do what they're good at over my inks, then brilliant, love it.
Yeah.
You do you, I'll do me. But I'm sure that if we got a different colorist on my book, it would have a different feel. But I was definitely going for that sort of flat color, cell shaded kind of retro look, and that works for me. But I'm on another book in the new year before I get back to the second book of Only Death Can Save Us, and that the colorist on that is very different. So you'll see when it's announced.
Oh,
so,
I can't wait to see the different. Like
how man's brain think while he's talking at the same time.
I can't say anybody's name. I can't say anything about it because it hasn't been announced. So, but it's very exciting.
That's awesome.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I'd love to see some different people take a swing at coloring your stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and my style might change slightly as well for it as well. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I mean, there were so many people that I think the Fragtober doing that daily exercise of drawing. It just really seemed to inspire a lot of people, and I
it wasn't an exercise, it was fucking murder. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
How was it? Did you have a good time on the show when you did that?
Yeah, I didn't say an awful lot because I was concentrating. I can't do too much. I can't do two things at once, drawing and talking. No. But like the guys that were on there were all great. They all drew beautifully.
And you did. It was Doctor Strange, right?
Doctor Strange that day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good fun.
There we go. Yeah. So this was the sketch I did yesterday. It's basically a witch hunter guy holding up a severed witch's head, like by the hair, so it's like swinging, and then like a lot of blood like flowing out of her head, and then the sword like coming to the camera. But I'm going to do it like super extreme. But then I was like, oh fuck it, why not just go for like the anime style? So it's similar to how Carl has drawn him. So I'm just playing around with this quick sketchy brush. But yeah, I'm gonna do the whole thing in like a full color as well. So
cool. When did you start the daily? When did you commit to this? I'm
technically saying it's from the Cyberfrog thing.
Okay.
But so I was practicing with something with Greg's character Gun Demon. Which I want to get to as well at some point. But that's like a full illustrated piece just that I was doing for fun that you hopefully might like when it's done. But yeah,
very cool. Yeah, I'm thinking about kicking off something called the Per Diem for writers, and it's basically kind of warming up for the big Word War event where we're going to have essentially about 25 minutes to write a piece. And what I'd like to do is do a per diem thing and just write. It's a 30-minute writing exercise, free form every day, and just start, maybe build up a group of writers that are doing this every day. And I just think it's so important that we have that daily, not necessarily working on a specific project, but just letting yourself engage this craft that you do, whether it's writing or art, whatever it may be, but just have fun with it. Just no rules, no restrictions, not for anything specific, just doing it to do it, and doing it to get better at it, doing it for the joy of it. So yeah, I'm probably going to kick that off.
I definitely think it's good to have a group of people doing it together. Like, you know, keeping it going, keeping the group going, keeping the connections between all the indie artists and writers going. It's a good thing. You talking about doing drawing every day. That's anything you do, you must do it every day, really, if you can, even just a small amount, so that you can keep your eye or hand or brain engaged. Certainly, since I've been drawing every day, it made all the difference. 10,000 hours.
There's a key part of that, which I think a lot of people miss out, and it's not just coming to doing something, doing something on a daily basis. Sometimes it's about not doing something on a daily basis. Most people are pretty weak at making decisions. Like if you speak to someone who says, I think I should quit smoking, they're not going to quit smoking. You speak to someone like Ron Glory who says, I've decided I'm going to quit smoking. That's a different mindset. Completely different mindset. If you actually make a decision, there's no going back on a decision, because if you go back on it, it's not a fucking decision in the first place. So if you make a decision to do something, that's it. You're doing, it's happening. There's no way around it. And that in itself is actually a skill that should be practiced on a daily basis that most don't.
Yeah. I hate myself if I'm not drawing, but there are nights where I'm not doing it. But because I'm so close now to doing this full time, it's like I'm trying to get myself in that mindset. So that's why I'm trying to be on people's streams or invite people to do mine or stream daily on my stuff, so that I can keep it there. Because at the end of the day, a lot of us are still like classed as small creators, and it's like as soon as you drop off for a couple of days, someone's gonna forget you, and it's like, well, you need to keep up with it as well. I mean, that's so it's not just commitment in drawing; it's commitment of showing up.
That's why I did Dave's video for him the other day, because there are days where it's difficult, where it's hard, and I was just sitting there and I was like, I don't know. It's not that I didn't want to do something, because I'm in the habit of doing it. I just didn't know what to do.
Oh man, you nailed it, dude. Yeah,
it wasn't something that was grabbing my attention that said I want to do this now. And then I saw Dave post his edit of his video, and I went, okay, send me that. I've got to do this. It's only going to take me an hour, but I need to do something. And I want to do something. That's so. It's going to have to benefit somebody else, because it's not going to benefit me.
Yeah, you really captured it. I go through that a lot too, where it's like, dude, I'm amped up I have all this energy. I want to do something. I'm ready. I just don't know what it is. And
like, I mean, Stefani gives me an art boner, but then it makes me not want to draw.
To be fair, when I'm amped up like that, I know exactly what it is, and I know exactly where to go and what to get to do it.
And when I get on that block, I just start practicing with my hand. Practicing circles with my left hand.
Yeah, it's good to be ambidextrous.
What you were saying about drawing every day and doing a character every day from the scene, and what you were saying as well, Captain, because I haven't decided on doing it yet. But I will decide on doing it. And what I'd really like to do is I'd like to do a big poster with lots of characters from all different books. Yes, I don't have the time. I've got to get a book ready. It just I just don't
gotta make the time.
Right, man, that's a big commitment.
It's so
and
easy
then,
to
of course,
say.
you have to worry, like, somebody's going to be butthurt.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, quite apart from that, it's putting the time into something you ain't going to get paid for.
Right. Yeah.
And that comes down to what Love Pigeon was saying about turning up quite a lot and being visual, being seen, whether that's being on a stream or whether that's just having the artwork and keeping on people seeing that you're producing and doing stuff. It's tough. It's a tough game to be there marketing yourself, and that's why it's even more important to be part of a scene, whether that's ComicsGate, whether it's indie, whatever you want to call it, being part of that bigger grouping.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, it's
sound
easy
like such
to.
a dad at the moment.
Sorry,
you sound like such a dad at the moment.
it is important because you can thrive off each other. You can work from each other. You can help each other along, and I've certainly been boosted by the people that I've interacted with on Twitter, because I only interact with people like you guys and other artists and other creators that are positive. I don't get involved with all the other arseholes, and it's meant that I've been, you know, bolstered by it, and I've got more energy for the work. So it's always a good thing.
Yeah, I agree. My Twitter experience is overwhelmingly positive. Pretty much all I get is awesome artwork in my feed, really cool, badass opinions from people that seem to have their head on right. I don't have a negative experience on Twitter, and it really is just about not engaging nonsense.
Yeah, don't chase those arseholes down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Although I know that the captain does put up some quite good tweets that probably.
Oh, it can be fun.
Probably antagonize some people.
It can be fun to jump in there. Just don't stay too long. Like, don't engage.
Yeah.
Because
don't get involved.
They'll keep you in a feedback loop indefinitely.
Yeah.
That wasn't a dig, Russ, by the way. Mrs. F sent our daughter a picture of me cuddling the dog the other day. And then the daughter sent me a text saying, "Why do you treat the dog so well?" I said, "I like him."
It's pretty much as simple as that. Yeah. I like you. Right, I've got my dinner's just turned up. I just thought I'd pop in to say hello. So,
oh, cool, dude.
See you later, everybody.
It's great to see you, man.
Bye. See you
later.
later.
Only
Death Can Save Us. OnlyDeathCanSaveUs.com. Check it out.
Back that book.
Greg says nothing beats forging genuine friendships with people one-on-one. Yeah, that's true. I don't, that's this new thing that we do on these streams and engage this way. That maybe it's a lost art form. Maybe it's going by the wayside. But yeah, I think those individual one-on-one friendships do actually, they can be born out of this. A bunch of people coming together. Yeah, I think it happens.
Yes, they can.
Certainly.
And Greg, if your Twitter experience is that bad, mate, you can control that, by the way. I don't block or mute anybody on Twitter, but my Twitter experience is usually a hell of a lot of fun. But it's simply because I just don't follow or listen to people that I don't want to follow or listen to. I made the decision not to open my ears to that shit.
Yeah, right. Chris says the headset isn't big. Dave's head is just small. Oh, that could be right. That could be right.
Cocoon.
Yeah, Cocoon. Yeah, he seems to drop out a lot. I'm not sure if that's just a byproduct of his setup or what.
For the record, my head's actually pretty huge.
Dave, you do know that I've only just figured this out, but I've not been wearing headset on StreamYards for weeks. They've got an anti-echo thing now. You just click a button, you don't have to wear it.
That's pretty cool.
Unless you need the microphone.
I didn't leave on purpose. I did leave on purpose. I clicked it because everyone kept sounding like robots, so I didn't know if there was a connection issue on my end or something. So I just
did it fix it? Yeah, everything seems fine on my end. Yeah, I didn't know. Like a lot of people probably won't get this. I guess it depends on how old you are.
I get it.
Yep. That's good.
It was funny. This is one of those movies. Face Off was one of those movies where when I think I saw it in a theater when it came out, and it seemed like it was such a fun ride, and then I saw it again after the fact. Like, I don't know how long after, but it was like, holy shit, this is horrible. This is a horrible movie. But it was fun at the time for some reason.
Really?
I'm quite enjoying this whole mask thing. You know, some of you have seen some of my masks that I've worn on stream.
Yeah.
Those are the masks I wear outside.
Oh, nice.
Like, I'm not sticking around. What? I don't. All you have to do is cover your mouth. It doesn't have to be a surgical fucking mouth guard.
No, they don't give a shit what it is. It could be anything, literally.
Yeah.
A fucking
So
dirty sock.
I'm
they don't
walking
care.
around in my local co-op dressed as arseface. People don't know what to do.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, as long as your mouth is covered, it's fine. Even though there's one guy at Excalibur tried to give me flack. I'm like, dude, my face is covered. It's like put on a mask before I kick you out. I'm like, I'm already leaving, shithole. You're doing a great job protecting everybody.
Yeah, I don't go to places that if I can avoid it at all, I don't go places that require the mask. And if it's outdoors and they say wear a mask, I'm not wearing a mask outdoors. I don't care what the sign says. And people can get fussy. There's no laws about it. I just don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm not playing this game. I'm not going to pretend something's happening that isn't happening. That's the definition of insanity. I'm not doing it. And they're not going to get me to do it.
We don't have to wear masks outdoors.
No, only indoors in shops and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm on day 2 now of lockdown, I think. What's supposed to be 4 weeks. It's going to end up being longer because people...
No. I don't know who it was who said it in the chat the other day, but they fucking nailed it. It'll be locked down for 4 weeks. Boris will go, oh shit, we need to save the shops. We'll open up for Christmas. Boxing Day will come along. Shut down again.
That was me, Cat.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, you hear what they're doing in Denmark. They're literally hunting down minks and fucking killing them.
That time it was the
because
internet.
they believe the virus mutated.
Right. Well, this is what's happening to the 2020 narratives. Kind of falling apart.
That's good burning timber, though, to be fair. I like a good fire.
Yeah.
Nice
it's all just falling apart. Anyone who's still looking at mainstream media as a reliable source of information is literally just there's nothing left. They're gone. They're not really present. I just think they're not. They're just not in the game anymore.
Greg, if you can separate the art from the artist, that's a good thing, mate. I've given up on a lot of artists on Twitter who just want to tell me how to behave. I've got no time for them. They've got no business telling me shit.
Yeah, same goes with writers. I like Donny Cates' writing, but he's a fucking idiot.
Right. Yeah, there is something to be said for back in the day when you didn't know anything about creators. You just knew their work. And it's like, that's probably, in a lot of ways, that might be better. I guess it depends. I love this interaction that we have with creators and everybody kind of in the mix, and you get to know the people making the stuff you're buying, but at the same time it has ruined a lot of shit. You find out wow, this person. So you're saying, Cap, you're just saying who cares if they're an idiot? If their work is good, enjoy it.
There is that element, yeah. But if I'm on Twitter and artists, writers, creators, musicians are telling me how I'm supposed to behave and vote, then I'm sorry, I don't give a shit if you're good or not. I'm done. I don't. You'll know you've got no place telling me how to think.
Mm-hmm.
No place whatsoever. But what we will experience is human nature tends to have a lot of elasticity to it. So we've gone from a place where you don't know the creators, you don't know the artists, that's done through publishing houses, that's done through galleries. You don't need to know that information. You deal with the galleries, pay them the money, they pay the artists. Then we've gone to another extreme where, particularly in the area in which we're in, which in comics, artists have decided, no, I'm going to say what I think, God damn it. And generally what they think is completely not drivel. And then we are the reaction to that, where there's a snapback, where we're not going to tell you what to think. We're not even going to tell you what to like. We're just chilling out and doing some stuff. If you want to come and support us, you're more than welcome. Don't give a shit what you think.
Right.
So there's that kind of natural reaction where you go from nothing to everything to central.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what CG really is more than anything else. It's just a natural reaction to what's happening sociologically and psychologically within human nature. It's a normal fucking thing. And we're not racist, and we are a hat group. That is true. We do like hats.
I love hats.
I was gonna say.
Wait, was that Dave? Okay.
It's Friday night.
I couldn't tell.
That's what I'd look like if I was a chick. I think that's not good.
I was gonna say I thought it was arrogant when people were putting their profile pictures to solid black and calling themselves gatekeepers and saying they are gonna remain silent. Motherfucker, who's a fucking gatekeeper from what?
Right.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, luckily we haven't seen people's CG characters saying vote so and so.
Yeah, right.
Until that day comes, I think we're all right.
No, there's too many different people in CG for that to happen. It's not just like left and right. You got centrists. You got you sort of slightly more extreme people, but
you've got people who identify as pigeons.
Take it how they come. Yeah, we got pigeons. We got fuckheads. We got robots. Gargoyles. Got gargoyles. We got a blue teddy somewhere. It's in the chat.
I am just a talking penis connected to a person.
Well,
that checks out.
We got commies. There we go. Commies as well.
Yeah.
We got them all.
Yeah,
baby.
I don't. Obviously, a lot of the creators in the indie scene and CG talk about their politics and opinions and shit, but it's like I think it's just a group. I think it's a group of people more or less that they're not gonna like. It's not gonna end their world if they don't agree with every single fucking thing that comes out of your mouth. It's okay. Like
because we can have
what
a conversation.
really needs to happen is people just need to get over that shit.
Yeah, like we can have an adult conversation.
I told Twitter today that I got a political belt buckle in the post. I don't give a shit if you like it or care.
Right.
I'll fucking I'll fight you all day long. I don't give a monkeys. Think however you think. Just get on with it. Still I.
Wait, that was political. What the hell was it about? I missed that then. I saw the belt buckle, but I was
like, What is this? What is coming? Mark posting here.
It'll be Russian Troll Factory tonight, isn't it?
Is this Russian Troll Factory?
Hopefully. Otherwise, I'm just making up shit.
I thought he was going to say he was going to marry that chick with the big ass fuck piece of toast in her mouth from Korea. That fucking sister of that psychopath.
What?
Yes, live in 110 minutes. Very cool.
Oh, I wouldn't. 110. Like
let's say 100. Let's say 140 minutes.
It might even be 2 weeks' time.
When the election results are in.
We keep telling him to fucking get organized and do it properly, but he doesn't fucking listen.
It's part of the charm. You know, I think it's good when people do.
Communism.
You just let people hang out in the chat. And
I tell you what, it's not fucking charming when you log in. Someone says, we'll do this thing at a time. You log in.
Well,
2 minutes later, as soon as you've logged in, it's 2 days later.
Yeah, that is brutal. Yeah, I've done that. I've done that. I'd never do anything like that, Cap.
I mean, you could walk off. It'd be fine. Like, you wouldn't be missed. But I'm joking. Just, you log in.
Yes.
5 minutes to the chat, log in. 2 minutes to go. Done.
Cap, are you? Is this too late for you? If it's 9 p.m. Eastern on a Wednesday?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, right. Well, this midday happens at 2 p.m. Eastern. So 7 hours after that, is that too late for you?
9 p.m.
About 2 in the morning, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's 2 in the morning. Yeah,
Shit.
probably, yeah.
Because I'm trying to figure out a time to do Pictionary where more people could be a part of it. Because it seems like it's outgrown like midday. I think more people would like to be a part of it. But then I don't want to make it too late where then we lose like UK people. It's a challenge. What time do you think would work on a Wednesday? Like, would be a good compromise.
What about 7:30 EST?
Okay, I'm down for that.
7:30 EST. I can do that because that takes me to 2 in the morning because it's an hour and a half show, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd probably be about an hour.
I could handle that. Yeah, I could handle that.
Are you down? You want to try it?
I fucking love Pictionary, mate.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot of fun.
I'm the one guy that nails all the drawings on Pictionary.
Dude, you rock.
You should try to get the Mexicans on this show.
Oh, the 656 group.
If I had to draw Mexicans, I'd draw people.
Yeah, let's get those Mexicans on here.
It's just a circle.
There's no walls here. They're welcome. Come on in.
Well, most of them are in America, anyways.
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, that I'll definitely send an invite. We've got to get a couple teams put together. I'll start reaching out to people now. After
I don't speak London, Jay, but I think a monkey's 500.
Jay Money's saying take a nap and get up early.
He also says I will take a monkey, and if I remember correctly, a monkey is 500. It's been a long time since I've been in London. I've been banned for a fair while.
Probably completely fairly too. I mean,
well, if you think blowing up Westminster's fair,
yeah, and
I've been caught flying.
We talked a little bit about just the importance
of... Well, I guess your kilt goes up at our kids' park.
The importance of committing to something daily. I'm going to be kicking off a daily writing thing. Anyone who wants to join me in that, I'll be posting up about it on Twitter soon. Probably start doing that tomorrow. And I'm just going to do it. If people want to participate with me, it's not going to be part of a live stream or anything. Just kind of getting in the habit of doing a daily writing exercise, gearing up for World War I. We're still signing up for that. It's going to be a great event. So, anyone who wants to join me on the per diem, any writers out there that want to join me.
This might surprise people, but I am going to tip my hat to Rotten for his Latin.
For his what?
Latin.
Oh.
Latin.
The per diem? Nice. Yeah.
I had to do Latin at school.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing with that? Are you going to be posting what you write on Twitter at all, or are you just doing it?
It's going to be a 30-minute writing exercise, and I'll be posting every day what comes out of that. So, like I said,
Runes of Ragnan teasers.
We'll see. At least going to do it. Yeah, it could be anything, whatever I'm feeling that day. So it's I'm going to do it, commit to it for at least a month, but more than likely, what I see happening is it'll just be something I do from now on. Like, I think once you get in the habit of doing that daily thing, it kind of becomes something you want to do every day. That's kind of the point.
How come copy, rot, and paste isn't your catchphrase yet?
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Copy, rot, and paste.
Copy, rot, and paste. I like that, dude. I like that. And I will be... Lord Fernatra did an awesome copy-paste song. I'm going to be working on a new intro using that song over the weekend for sure.
If you've not subscribed to Lord Fernatra on YouTube yet, it's as it sounds. Go and find him. Give him a sub. CG tracks are gold.
Yep.
All right. Captain Fuckhead, anything you want to shout out? Obviously, we want people to go watch the Russian Troll Factory happening in anywhere from 100 minutes to 2 weeks. We want to check that out on Comedy Mark's channel later. Anything you want to shout out, Captain Fuckhead?
I'm going to put a little link in the chat to my Little Gay Art channel if I can make it work. There's lots coming. Like I've got videos planned for months already. I've even got a whiteboard and stuff, the big calendar. I can't remember what they're fucking called. Things, planning it all out. But I also want to tell people to go and have a look at my brother from another mother, but from the same country, slightly incestuous. William Crawford Hazel on Twitter, aka Wally, and his book, Ailsa Dark, Werewolves and Vampots, The Conclusion. And I know it's the conclusion, but you can get the first 2 books in the campaign too. And if you buy it all, it's well over 100 pages of comic book stuff. Great fucking art, great storytelling.
Do you have a link? Do you have a link to that?
I'm going to do it in a second once I've typed. I'm trying not to type and talk and think at the same time. I can type and talk.
I want to check that out.
Or I can think and type. I can't do all 3.
Because it's definitely a project I've been wanting to support. and I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but I want to check it out.
I will drop the link forthwith. The Little Gay Art channel link is there. I'd appreciate a sub for that. The videos are going to get better. The editing's going to get better. I'm trying to provide you with how do KRS edutainment.
Yes. No.
Oh, hail
the
the
vids are already.
KRS-One.
Your very first video on that channel was really, really high quality, well done stuff, man. So if you're going to keep improving, I can't wait to see what that channel's going to look like in a year, man. It's impressive already.
Oh, it's going to get better. I promise you all that.
Nice. El Gargoyle, anything you want to shout out today?
Go to the Amazon store. Buy this son of a bitch's fucking book. Still available.
Still available. I don't.
And
all these copies,
the second
man?
part is coming out.
Because wherever that warehouse is located, where these are being sold out of, I have a job for someone.
Well, apparently it's you who's selling them.
Secretly, yeah, of course, dude. I'm rolling in the dollar bills from those sales. Let me tell you. Love Pigeon.
Caca.
Doomsday Kingdom.
I want everybody to hunt some witch. And back Witch Hunter today. If you don't want to get the physical, witch.
Oh yeah.
Don't ruin my fucking flow.
How is Witch Hunter? How is it doing?
Let's hunt some witch. It is doing well. I think. I don't know the number. I've crossed off.
Good.
Joe Biden of Witch Hunters.
Good. Yeah, I backed on day one. Really cool looking project. White Cat Comics. Hail. Yes. Bristolian Dave, anything you'd like to shout out?
Well, got a YouTube channel, It's getting there. First video up. Go sub. Link in the chat. Follow me on Twitter, Bristolian D. And yeah, I got to shill a book, and I haven't got a book yet. But
don't threaten us.
Nobody cares about your channel.
Right. You better be sub, Gargoyle. Look, I've completely freaking forgotten what I was going to say now. Babberwocky, that'll work. No, books. Charlie's London, go back that. War Party looks sick. Obviously, Doomsday Kingdom by my buddy Jim there. I think ComicMark's mailing list is up. I think.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
So go put your email in for that. What else we got? Only Death Can Save Us.
That's right.
Fucking tons of shit. Just follow all these people. Follow me. Follow all these guys. Follow the people in the chat. You'll find a ton of books. Just go do it.
Nice. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Always appreciate it. Thanks to the chat for being here. We will be back on Monday. Going to be coming out strong this Monday. It's going to be a great week for Midday Repartee. And Pictionary, Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a blood sport this time, I'm telling you. Thanks everybody for hanging out.
Anime titties.
That's right.
MMA titties.
I thought you were supposed to end.
Odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan, gdy już nie będę sam, bo wiedzie biały węgiel. Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram. Odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia.